This week in artificial intelligence. News, advances and business. Cerebrus' new monster AI chip adds 1.4 trillion transistors. Shift to 7 nanometer process boosts the second generation chip's transistor count to a mind-boggling 2.6 trillion. China's exascale prototype supercomputer tests AI workloads. We are starting to see more exascale and large supercomputing sites benchmark and project on deep learning capabilities of systems designed for HPC applications, but only a few have run system-wide tests to see how their machines might stack up against standard CNN and other metrics. NVIDIA, Stanford and Microsoft propose efficient trillion-parameter language model training on GPU clusters. Large-scale transformer-based language models have produced substantial gains in the field of natural language processing (NLP). NVIDIA announces Morpheus, an AI-powered app framework for cybersecurity. Facebook unveils AI model to mix up cancer-curing cocktails with existing drugs. Facebook has branched out into developing artificial intelligence to help treat complex diseases. Facebook AI, McGill and Miller promote translation ease to boost NMT system faithfulness. This is a boom time for commercial applications of neural machine translation (NMT), with the performance of multilingual systems rapidly advancing both in terms of translation quality and robustness to input perturbations such as spelling or grammatical errors. OpenCV AI Competition 2021 Highlights and Team Profiles Part 1. If social media is any indication, OpenCV AI Competition 2021 participants have really hit the ground running. Researchers from Allen Institute for AI releases AI2 Thor 3.0, an embodied AI framework for visual object manipulation in robotics testing scenario. The Allen Institute for AI, AI2, announces the release of AI2 Thor 3.0, which is an embodied AI framework. Shares of Too Simple, a developer of autonomous trucks, fall sharply after IPO before recovering. Shares in Too Simple, a developer of autonomous trucks that is backed by Volkswagen and UPS, fell sharply on Thursday after its initial public offering, suggesting that investors have doubts about the company's promise of putting its technology on the road by 2024. An AI-powered version of Albert Einstein has joined Unique's growing lineup of digital humans. The latest virtual companions created by Unique, a New Zealand and Austin-based company specializing in digital humans, include an Albert Einstein chatbot. The launch was timed to mark the 100th anniversary of his Nobel Prize in Physics. Hive raises $85 million for AI-based APIs to help moderate content, identify objects and more as content moderation continues to be a critical aspect of how social media platforms work, one that they may be pressured to get right, or at least do better in tackling. A startup that has built a set of data and image models to help with that, along with any other tasks that require automate. News, concerns and hype. Engineers show a Tesla will drive with no one in the driver's seat. Consumer Reports engineers easily tricked our Tesla Model Y this week so that it could drive on autopilot, the automaker's driver assistance feature, without anyone in the driver's seat, a scenario that would present extreme danger if it were repeated on public roads. Walmart is pulling plug on more robots. Retailer has been phasing out automated pickup towers as curbside services have become popular. News, analysis and policy. Tesla is being scrutinized by Senate Democrats for autopilot misuse. Two Senate Democrats are urging federal regulators to take corrective actions against Tesla to prevent further misuse of the company's advanced driver assist feature. Senate bill looks to boost AI talent in government. Students would receive scholarships to study artificial intelligence in exchange for federal service, should a Senate bill introduced Wednesday become law. Expert opinions and discussion within the field. Geoffrey Hinton has a hunch about what's next for AI. Back in November, the computer scientist and cognitive psychologist Geoffrey Hinton had a hunch. After a half-century's worth of attempts, some wildly successful, he'd arrived at another promising insight into how the brain works and how to replicate its circuitry in a computer. Melanie Mitchell takes AI research back to its roots to build a general artificial intelligence. We may need to know more about our own minds, argues the computer scientist Melanie Mitchell. That's all for this week. If you are not subscribed and liked this, feel free to subscribe.